Hello and welcome back to the Ponder Scope, your Arlington High School news, updates, and more. The Massachusetts Department of Elementary and Secondary Education has recently announced some new updates about the MCAS testing this year. Currently, students in the class of 2021 who have not yet passed the MCAS will not be required to take the exams. Alternatively, these students will demonstrate their understanding by passing appropriate subject area classes. Students in the class of 2022 and 2023 will take the ELA and Math MCASs this spring. And students in the class of 2024 will take the Physical Science test in the spring as well. The Anti-Racism Working Group has come up with a project that aims to celebrate community diversity. All artists are called to submit their original designs, which may be chosen to become one of the multiple murals that will be displayed at AHS. Use the form in the description to submit a picture of your design, an artist statement, and a proposed title to enter. Additionally, please be sure to check out the Anti-Racism Working Group's January newsletter, which can also be found in the description. ACMi will be hosting their annual Arlington Film Festival this year virtually. If you're interested, you can submit a short film for a prize. Your films must be submitted by April 30th to be included in the festival. To submit your film or ask any questions, contact Kevin Wetmore at kevin@acmi.tv. For more information, please visit acmi.tv/atown. The film festival event will be live streamed on May 20th. Make sure to purchase the 2021 yearbook if you haven't already. All books must be ordered by March 1st from the link in the description below. Also, there are about 30 copies of last year's yearbook left over. If you would like a 2020 yearbook or have any questions, please email Ms. Donahue at adonahue@arlington.k12.ma.us. I'm Jasper Zelmer, and that's all for this week's Ponder Scope.
How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to yet another edition of the ACMi Sports Update. The winter season has finally begun and we have a lot to talk about. But before we dive into it, as we all know, spectators are not allowed at games due to COVID-19 protocols. But you can still check out the games live. So make sure to go subscribe to ACMi Sports on YouTube and follow ACMi Sports on Instagram for all the latest updates on when we'll be going live. Now with that being said, let's look back on the first week of games in the winter season. We'll kick it off at Eddie Burns Arena, where the boys varsity hockey squad, coming off last year's Coast State champions, took on the Woburn Tanners at home. After a back-and-forth game, the Tanners netted an empty netter with 15 seconds left to seal the deal, as the Spy Ponders lost by a score of 4-2. Then they moved out to Woburn on Wednesday, where they had another tough game, losing 5-2. We'll stay on the ice as the girls' hockey squad traveled to Woburn for their first season opener. The two teams battled back and forth, with a total of 3 lead changes throughout the game. But it ended in a stalemate, as the Ponders tied the Tanners 2-2. When coming back home on Wednesday, the girls had another back and forth battle with the Tanners. But this time, they were able to edge them out with some incredible play at the end of the game, beating the Tanners 4-2.
Drops it off to Kropelka, who craps in the middle. She scores! Maddie Kropelka, backhander after crossing into the middle, puts the Spy Ponders up 3-2.
Now we move to the court, where the boys varsity basketball squad took on Woburn at home, edging out the Tanners in a close game, winning 55-50.
Paoletti Newton from the corner, no good. Ho with the offensive rebound, puts back up, no. Gets another offensive rebound, puts it up again. And the hard work by Dennis Ho pays off with a bucket.
While the boys were at home, the girls were in Woburn taking on the Tanners, and were able to come out with the win, beating the Tanners by a score of 43-34. Now, with the first week of the winter season covered, let's look ahead to next week's matchups. Girls basketball debuts at home this Saturday at 12 p.m. versus Woburn, and boys basketball travels to Woburn on Saturday to play the Tanners at 12. Girls hockey is at home on Wednesday at 6 p.m. for a big game against Lexington, while the boys are on the road next Saturday the 16th to take on the Lexington Minutemen at 3:30 p.m. And that's all we've got for you this week. Make sure to head over to ACMi Sports on YouTube and subscribe to check out all the games live. From ACMi Sports, my name is Nick Antonakis.